Hey beautiful people, thank you so much for clicking on this video. So I'm here to talk about season 2 of Let Love Talk. So this is something I promised is coming. So for those that enjoyed season 1, for those that enjoyed season 1 of Let Love Talk, this should be some good news. And for those that have no idea what I'm talking about, here's my brief explanation of what Let Love Talk is. So this is a show that I created where I interview different people from different avenues of life. I interview them about relationship issues, and the main aim here is to learn from these people through their experiences or through their understanding of certain topics about relationships, right? So I have created this video not just to announce that season 2 is coming soon, but also to run you through the topics that are going to be in season 2. So season 1 had 15 episodes. Season 2 is going to have 12 episodes. All right. So I'm going to run you through each and every topic that is going to be posted or that's going to be discussed, with just a little bit of meat. I want to slightly explain the purpose of each episode. Right, so this is in no particular order at all. So the first episode is the first episode we're going to talk about, not the first episode, right? Yes, the first episode I'm going to talk about is, should your relationship partner have access to your passwords? And I'm not just talking about the phone passwords. I'm also talking about bank passwords, Facebook, everything, social media and stuff like that. Because I created this topic with the thought that there's a lot of shady stuff that partners are hiding from each other because of passwords, in the name of privacy and all that kind of stuff. So that's something I want us to talk about. So I'm going to invite a guest. We're going to explain this. We'll talk about this further. Episode 2: is it wrong for a woman to make the first move? Is it wrong for a woman to make the first move? So on this topic, what I want us to talk about on this topic is, for men, it's somehow an easier thing to do, like to ask, or rather it's somehow a natural thing to do, to ask a lady out. But for women, there's always that restraining element to it. Even if they're feeling this guy, like they really like this guy, they won't make the first move. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's pride or whatever it is, but we're going to hear from a lady on that aspect. Right? So, is it wrong for a woman to make the first move? We're going to talk about that. So, episode 3: is it okay for a woman in a relationship to have a male best friend? Is it okay for a woman in a relationship to have a male best friend? Already that male best friend tag should, give you a reason as to why this has to be addressed, because there is always that controversial element. And this is not an attack to a woman. Of course there are female best friends, but there's just something about a male best friend that kind of feels off balance, so we're going to discuss that further. Is a woman entitled to financial support in a relationship? Is a woman entitled to financial support in a relationship? This is a crazy one, because there's so much happening right now. There's this nonsense about girlfriend allowance and all that kind of stuff. So we really need to address this controversial and sensitive topic about finances and being entitled when it comes to women in relationships. All right, we really need to understand what the theme is behind all that. Next episode: should past experience matter in your current relationship? Should past experience matter in your current relationship? I created this topic because I feel like there are a lot of people in relationships today that are bringing in bad things from their exes or the trauma that they have, and then trying to pin it on their current relationship. We used to fight a lot with my ex, So I don't want to fight. You know, that kind of nonsense. You know, such thing. So we're going to talk about that. All right. Next episode. Why do ladies compromise more than men in relationships? This is for you, ladies. I feel like when a man wants to do something in a relationship, it's likely going to happen. If he wants to relocate the family or the couple, are going to relocate. But I kind of feel like the woman compromises a lot in that sense. What the woman wants doesn't really get to be heard. So I think that's something that we have to address in this season as well. Next topic. Does the parents' relationship affect a child's relationship decisions? Does the parents' relationship affect a child's relationship decisions? Because I feel like the parents' relationship is the first relationship that a child gets to witness, like firsthand and stuff like that. So how they view a relationship of the mother and the father or the guardians, it really does. I feel it really does play a role on what's going to happen in their relationship or how they're going to view relationships in general. All right, so that has to be addressed. I feel like we're gonna learn something from that as well. This one is a bit tricky as well. The next one: are big weddings necessary? Are big weddings necessary? So I created this topic with the thought of a man, because usually a man seems like the one that, you know, is in pressure a lot when it comes to weddings. And usually the pressure comes from how big the wedding is going to be and how much money he has to spend. All right. So is it necessary to take that route, or can you just invite a few people and you're good to go? Next topic, something very sensitive. How important is sexual compatibility in a relationship? How important is sexual compatibility in a relationship? This is an intimate kind of conversation, so we're gonna have it. We're gonna have that one as well. Next topic: should kids be motivation enough? Should kids be motivation enough to stay in a marriage? Right? Sorry, I'm reading that right. I'm actually reading from the list, because I don't want to miss out anything. Should kids be motivation enough to stay in a marriage? All right, because I feel like a lot of couples are just there for the kids now. They're just living for the kids. Like, they don't even love each other anymore, but they're just living for the kids. So should that be important? Should that be motivation enough for you to stay in a marriage? So yeah, we're gonna talk about that. Topic number 11 out of 12. Are breaks necessary in a relationship? Are breaks necessary in a relationship? There are times where you just want to just leave and walk away, like, wait, I'm going to see you next month, you know? So is that necessary? Is that necessary to have a break in a relationship? Last but not the least, are men prepped enough before marriage? Growing up in a traditional setup, we understand how things happen. Like, before you get married, the woman is taken, the man is taken, they're taught about how to live together and stuff like that by older citizens. So you find that I created this topic thinking, I think what happens on the man's side is not as heavy as what happens on the guy's side. So we're gonna have these conversations. We're really gonna have this conversation. So look out for season 2. Please ensure to subscribe to the channel. Leave a press the notification button, and hey, leave a comment down below. And I want to mention one thing before I take my leave. This show is for everyone, right? It's for everyone. Doesn't matter what you do or who you are. Please, if you want to be a part of this show, you can get in touch with me. I'm willing to create. I'm very much willing to create an episode for you, so that we learn from you. We just want to spread love and just hear from everyone in this world, you know, so we can have 7 billion conversations. So, hey, stay blessed. I'm going to talk to you next time.